Hello there, it is finally time for the Shield Boy run. I've been putting this one off for a while because it might be a little bit long, but let's get into it either way. But before we do that, this video is going to double as an example of how newer players or struggling players can get some easier wins by abusing the awesome power which is the Shield Skull. Now, this works just fine for normal mode. If you find Shield or get him from the Fox NPC at the start, that's a good way to start as well. But also if you're doing the Dark Mirror, which for newer players, the Dark Mirror is a alternate form of the game. It is the hard mode of the game. This area opens up after you've beaten the game on normal. There'll be a mirror in the castle. There's a little cutscene that shows all of this. You can come into hard mode and start playing. Now, another way to expand on this is for players who have just started doing hard mode and don't know why I have a lot of extra benefits. Ignore this machine right here. This quintessence related machine is a mod. This one's not real, but everything else is real. So you will get machines like this, for example. As you start beating the runs, restock Dark Quartz to take up to 2 extra items. There's another whole machine in the shop now, in addition to something like this. The treasure chests that appear as map rewards may turn into ominous chests. That's the Omen items. So you will start at DM 0. You can see in the upper left corner, it shows 10. I'm on 10, the highest difficulty for your run. At 0, you won't have any of this. Your area will look very different, but as you beat runs from 0, 1, 2, 3, you have to climb the difficulty ladder. You will gradually uncover more of these. The witch over here will discover a new dark tech machine and will introduce them to you, and you will have a new benefit for your runs. From now on, you can go back and turn the difficulty down to 0 if you want. It doesn't matter. Once you have these here, they are permanently here. This one, for example, is the machine that will allow you to lock in up to 2 extra inscriptions at the black market, so you can kind of circumvent needing to find more items and get your inscriptions powered up even easier. Now, for the sake of the run, I'm starting with Shield, of course. You'll be able to choose Shield from the Skull machines here in the Dark Mirror. He is a common, so there's no worry about that, but later on you will unlock the ability to choose up to Rare as well. I like Shield Smash, I like Shield Charge, I like a lot of his moves. He's got a counter attack as well, a parry. The only move on him that may not be amazing right off the bat for newer players is the one that increases concentration speed, because little Shield Boy can hold his shield, and this is the concentration, and then he unleashes his attack, because if you don't hold it in, he doesn't go as far. But that's the only difference. The concentration improver just means that you get the big charge a little bit easier. But for security's sake, I like this one because it puts a small 5 absorb shield on you. I'm starting with the insignia and the Carlane armor. If you're in normal mode, you won't really get much choice, but in normal mode, most things work just okay. But in hard mode, this is what I recommend. You could also take the sword if you want for extra damage. I'm taking the armor to try and prove a point that what we really want to do is go big defense. That's why this run might take a little bit longer to do. It's worth noting that in hard mode runs, I prioritize skull rooms more than any other one initially, because I find upgrading my skull's rarity is first and foremost the most important thing that I want out of my runs. I worry about items a little bit less because there are so many ways in hard mode. Once you've unlocked some of those extra machines I was showing you, there are so many ways. Don't be afraid to swap, by the way. In the beginning, Shieldy Boy takes a bit of ramping up, as you can imagine. He doesn't become super strong straight away, so if you can take the risks and swap around a little bit, that's fine. Act 1 gives you a lot of healing items. Don't be too stressed about it. No thank you. But hard mode, once you start unlocking more of those machines, will offer a lot more ways to start getting items as opposed to fragments, which you need more fragments because you'll eventually get Arachne's Skull Pillars, where you can put bones in and get more passive power-ups, and we'll cover that a little bit more when I get to it. Like I said earlier, this is serving as a double. This is going to be an example of how you can get some pretty simple wins if you're struggling a little bit in hard mode, as well as if you're just looking to have an easy run, maybe to farm some quartz, do something like that. My head was all the way back here. I didn't realize where my head was being kept. Typical Skull things. But this isn't going to be like an all-encompassing guide, because I'm assuming if you're here, that's really good, but it's not for this run. It's good, but it's not for this run. Instead, the discolored Dark Quartz is for this run, because the primary inscriptions we're after is Fortress, Antique, and Revenge, and we have all of them right here. Revenge is going to help keep us alive. Antique and Fortress both do the same thing. This is a very defensive build. We will have some offense, obviously, but we're not seeking offense, so to speak. If good offense presents itself, we'll take it. That Idol of the Forgotten is an insanely powerful omen item, by the way. It's probably, in my opinion, the strongest one. I didn't need to trigger that guy, but I saw the chest up there and I thought I might go back for it. You can kill these dudes after they're triggered, but, you know, if they're not triggered already, they're immune. You have to actually piss them off before they will fight you. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. You can also be a little bit tricky like this. That's why Little Skull is so handy. I want to go back up the top and get that other chest before I completely commit to the bit. Damn it, I should have waited until the skull hit the ground. Gonna have to fight some dudes. Go away. Go away. Go away. No, I don't like you. Go away. Now, it is worth mentioning when you swap, assuming you've got all the witch traits filled in, your swap will give you a small 20 damage absorbing shield after you swap, so swapping is a pretty good way to avoid damage as well if there's, you know, someone about to hit you. Just quickly tap swap. It doesn't matter what you swap into. You'll get a small shield and it will help out a lot. Just get me through here. I want to get back to my normal rooms. You can't do this to me. I want to go through here first. That's where my chest is waiting. Oh, that was a little hidden passageway that I should have taken advantage of. Doesn't matter. We're out. Give me the Ifrit. Ifrit's not really for the build, but any quintessence is better than no quintessence in the beginning. We don't exactly have enough stats to worry about. GFUEL. GFUEL is the other skull that I highly recommend for builds like this. I have recent GFUEL builds. They're all very strong. They're always very good. GFUEL is the other side of the coin when it comes to who do you want to use to get your easier wins. The only difference is when you very first start out in hard mode at like 0 and 1, etc., you won't have access to choosing rare skulls straight away, but eventually you will, as you go up through the ladder, unlock the ability to get rare skulls, and you can just start with GFUEL whenever you want. But if you find him in your run, he's another good pick. Mostly also because you want the exact same build. If you can try and find some Fortress, Antique, especially Revenge, I'd say Revenge and Antique lean towards GFUEL more. Fortress lends towards Shield a little bit more, but at the end of the day, they're all going to help you stay alive, and they're all really good. This is an example of one of the things you won't have straight away, the little Dark Quartz machine up here. But this is stuff that you're going to get later. For example, I have more podiums to choose from. I have the inscription machines over here. I have an extra little present that I can unlock over here, which is the kendo stick. Yippee, woohoo, wonderful. I mean, we'll take it. There's no reason not to. Now, we've got the Raven Monarch's Feather. I'm not going to worry about that. Instead, I'm going to roll down. And I am specifically looking for either very useful defensive items. There's some good offense items like the sword. I'm going to pass that up right now. This wouldn't be too bad, to be honest, on shield. If you want to take it, that wouldn't be too bad. But I'm going to be very greedy. And I'm going to just keep rolling down. This is actually pretty nice to get my second revenge. But I'm not going to buy the... I'm not going to grab the root from this. I'm going to keep... Aha! So the Hand of Glory. This has Antique on it. And we get more damage based on the more health we have. Which just... It just works, because we're already at 84 stacks at the bottom. You can see on my buff bar. So we've already got 84%. And we've got our 2 Antique already. This is a good take at the start. Now, I could take the Kobold, but I'd rather just have Ifrit. If I take Kobold, it's going to skew the money gain a little bit and make it seem a little bit less realistic. But that's a good way to start in the first shop. Let's move on and get started on this adventurer fight. But I've had people asking about this for a while. You know, I keep saying in a lot of my videos that shield is a good boy to use. And I've done a lot of shield runs in the past, like on streams and things like that, where I kind of show off his value, so to speak. Don't mind me getting hit. If I get a little bit lazy on dodging in some of these fights, that's just me. But the main point is, you know, in the early parts of the run, I'm going to be a little bit more free when it comes to my evasion. It's just, you know, one of the bad things that I do. You can dodge this guy very easily, by the way. Just be in the air or dodge past him as he goes to throw it. Yeah. Nobody cares, kid. Burn. Now, when Shieldy Boy swaps in, he gets a shield as well, but he also has the shield from the slam, so he has a lot of shielding available, and it will only get better as we upgrade. Slime. I didn't want to do this, but I'm going to do it anyway because it's actually a good example. This is kind of rigged, even though it's not. I'm doing this very vanilla, very raw, so Slime is probably the best quintessence in the entire game if you want defense, if you want to survive. Now, normally I'd be breaking these guys for more bone fragments, especially considering I've got to do some upgrading, but Slime is here, so we'll pick up Slime. This quintessence will get broken down here and we'll get some more life out of it anyway, so it's fine. But we'll come in and start upgrading Shieldy Boy. We can kind of keep an eye out for good partners for Shield along the way, but ultimately I'm not going to stress too much about it in the beginning. I'm mostly going to worry about getting Shield upgraded and getting some good item synergy. You know, I want my Revenge, I want Fortress if I can help it, and obviously get some, a little bit of quintessence action, which we've now managed to find with the help of Slime. Now at any point, let's say you're playing with your Shieldy Boy, you're doing your hits, you're doing all your stuff, and then, oh no, just activate Slime. You can bounce around if you want. There are certain items that interact with Slime's bounce, like the Mage's Necklace, the Manatech Gravity Generator, things like that, will activate because Slime's abilities are considered, his little bounce move is considered a skill, so it will trigger skill effects. However, you only really need it to dodge, you know, bad situations. So if you swap into him, it's usually to avoid a boss that's doing a big, you know, super attack, or, you know, you're in the middle of like 5 different ones of these dudes and then something bad's about to hit you. I swapped it instead because I know it's going to absorb a ton of damage. But let's say it's going to slam at me. Oh no, I can just do this and then retaliate afterwards. He's very, 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 very helpful as a quintessence. Very good. Now, come down. No. I hate these flying guys. Having a decent partner for some power skulls is always nice, even if it's just someone who can fight air enemies a little bit easier. In the beginning. By the time you get out of Act 1, that's not going to matter as much, but in Act 1, I always try and keep either Skul or someone else on hand, just to kind of speed Act 1 up. It's not as threatening as the rest of the run is, so I don't really worry. But Act 1 can be a bit tedious at times, trying to get through all these flying guys. Well, damn. This is not meant to happen. But what a great way to showcase one of the most powerful items in the game for the 4th run in a row, dude. We're here. We're doing it. Olive Tree Cudgel is one of the strongest items in the game, along with items like the Pot of Greed, which, yes, it exists. The Pot of Greed does exist. No, you don't. Pull 2 cards. And the One Ring, the Ring, as it's just called. There's a golden ring. It's very good. That, the Pot of Greed, and Olive Tree Cudgel are some of the most powerful items in the game because of their effects. Now, this one will only activate after you've met the criteria for it, so you will gain 80 max life after you've lost a total of 500 life. That's just counted every time you get hit. You can heal, it doesn't matter, it's just counting how much total life you've lost during the run. Beat 100 enemies, and then your skills will cause earthquake damage. It's just nice to have. You'll get a 100% damage boost to your physical after you beat 3 bosses, and the best effect is the 4th one. Your damage taken is reduced by 20%, and you will deal 20% amped damage increase after you've survived death 1 time. Now, assuming that you are a little bit more experienced player watching this, you've probably unlocked all of the witch traits that the witch can provide you for Dark Quartz. They're all like the talent trees, all that kind of stuff. If you haven't, go do that immediately. Go do that. Should be the first thing you start spending all your quartz on. Maximize all of that. One of those upgrades is the reassembly one. The buff is down here. You can see my mouse going over it. That is your extra life. When you die, you come back with half life. Assuming you've maximized it and put, you know, 2 out of 2 points in the option, you'll come back with half life. So after we die once and have our second life available, we will gain that extra perk. But there is a cheese that you can do that will allow you to get that perk a little bit easier. I explained it just in the very last run, as a matter of fact, but I will quickly go over it again when we get to it, but I'm not going to do it just yet. I'm going to wait until we get there and keep rolling through and look for some of these good items I want. This is kind of neat because Heirloom as an inscription is okay, but I don't want it right away. Having Relic is kind of cute. The Scabbard is pretty nice on Ghoul as well, but you know, I'm just gonna buy the drugs instead, and we will leave. I will buy the drugs. Activate my shield, do a bit of swapping, casually get beat up by a funny guy who's hitting me while I'm trying to bully this dude over here. I don't want to fight you, Ninja Man. I'm trying to fight the crossbow guy. There's always someone getting in the way when you least want them to, you know? No. Don't be afraid to use your quintessences, your slimes, whatever. These dark enemies, these elite dudes, you know, people call them, you know, quartz enemies, elite enemies. There's a lot of names. I don't know if they have an official name that's ever really, like, mentioned properly in the game. I'm sure the devs have a name for them as well, but you could just call them the purple guy or, you know, the guys, and it all works just fine the same. My god. These trees, man. These trees. It's a lie. The trees aren't happy, they're not nice, they're mean. There, do that. But killing those guys does take a pretty good priority. You'll find more of them as you go through difficulties. In hard mode 10, you can expect to find one on pretty much every single map. In the beginning, you might find one or two at best throughout each region, you know. There's not that many, but as you go up in difficulty, you'll find more. And these guys are important for stuff that happens after you beat the boss fights. No. And we'll get to that when we get to that. Just start killing all these dudes, yes. Abuse a skull that has a good basic attack. Like normal skull, I really do recommend keeping a hold of little basic boy for as long as you can. Ant is not a bad partner, but now I'm just going to start breaking fragments and try and get my shield boy upgraded. We can get him to unique after the Yggdrasil fight, and then it's just a race to 100 bones to get him to legendary. After that, I'll start paying more attention to who I get as a partner. There's every chance that I just keep Skull the whole time, but if I can find someone a little bit more, you know, useful, we'll go with that. Yiggs, by the way, is a real pain for most power skulls. Shield is not an exception. Once again, I recommend having someone else to kind of try and help you cope with the DPS output that you got to do, because reaching his head in order to actually hit him is a mighty big pain in the rear end. Because sometimes you just don't reach. Standing on his hand like this is the best way to do it. If you know, can. But once he's... like, you can stand on the little side bits, but damn, man, if you've done this fight for more than a second, you understand just as much as I do how annoying this is. I should have swapped way earlier there. Me being too casual with Yiggs, because Yiggs is Yiggs and no one cares. Come on, Yiggs. Yeah, I get it, I get it. Fight's gonna take a second. This is all part of it. I get it. Plus, I can use the excuse that every time I get hit and take unnecessary damage, I can lie and say I did it for the cudgel because I have to take 500 total damage to activate one of its effects. Which, mind you, the cudgel's max life effect does stack with the Hand of Glory and give me more damage, up to 120%. So we don't have to exclusively rely on having all of our antique maxed out, or even just having the dark quartz in general. We can just use that plus 80 and it will help out a ton. Come on now. There we go. It's gonna do little handy hands. Yep. God, I love shield runs. They're easy, don't get me wrong, it's easy. But unless you get really lucky with some strong damaging things, if you find like a legendary quintessence in Act 1, take it. If you find a legendary quintessence in Act 1 like Shadow Knights, Swanezio, things like that, just take it, because it will help speed this up so much more. Or if you find a good, you know, unique skull like Ninja, Samurai, Predator, feel free to take those in the beginning. Yeah, well done. My god, he's not taking any damage. The horror. Yeah. Be over it, Yiggs. Be over it. I'm over it. Are you over it? Be over it, Yiggs. He's still only got like 2/3 of his life bar to go, dude. Man. I'm tempted to skip the fight, but I know I shouldn't. I know I shouldn't. I'm real tempted to skip the damn fight. I'm real tempted. Come on now. Nah, you know what? This is a good time to slime. If you don't want to deal with it, just slime out. Then get hit casually, but it doesn't matter because we have shields. That's why I swapped to Shieldy Boy. He's so helpful with just never getting hurt. But damn, dude. Spare me. I'll activate Slimy. Yeah. And look, Slime is back. We can use him again. My head went in the wrong direction. I didn't want you to go past him. I want you to hit him so I can keep picking this up. If you are a newer player, by the way, and you're confused, you've probably already been asking, Beelz, what is the deal with your skull? Why does he look that way? This is a cosmetic effect that you can unlock once you beat difficulty number 10. So once you've beaten hard mode 10, you will unlock this. It's just cosmetic. It doesn't do anything else. Ow. I'm being greedy if you can't tell. I'm trying just to end the fight. But once again, take damage on purpose, it's good. We want to do that. No. No. There we go. You will unlock it, and you can swap between his basic form and this one whenever you want back at the main hub. Alright, what do we got? The Colossus statue is pretty good. It has Antique on it. That's what we want. We'll also get Tomb Mystery, which is pretty good. Our life goes up even more, which is also very nice. Normal attacks pull in nearby enemies isn't too bad. It's not amazing, but it's not too bad. Ogre as an actual quintessence is pretty good. Taking 50% damage reduction while standing in its range is pretty nice. We've got Slime, which I regard as being, you know, just a little bit better. Most of these are only okay. Orc, we're not taking Orc for a defensive build. That's for, you know, if you want to one-shot things, you take Orc. We'll take this for now. There's nothing else really to worry about. We've got empty slots, so even if we get rid of this later, which we very well might, it doesn't matter. We can still make do. Now, the dark abilities, which if you're just beginning, you probably don't have the second half of these unlocked, that you'll get like, you know, what do you get? Like up to Kingslayer, I think, you unlock initially. And then the rest you'll get later as you progress through your dark mode difficulties. But thankfully, I don't think I'm going to take that much from the extra ones for this run, because the main things I want to worry about are things like Super Baby, although admittedly, for the cheese, we will need Last Resistance, which anyone who's been keeping up, they know, everyone knows that this is going to be the problem. We've also only got 5 Dark Cores in that first area. Damn, when we get like 7 or 6 at least. I'm gonna take Dark Resistance, and this is why. I'll very quickly mention it, because I'm sure there's a lot of you who saw the last video and don't want to go through the whole explanation again. But the Cudgel, don't know why I did that. The Cudgel will give me that extra effect when I lose an extra life, and the Dark ability gives me another extra life. So we recover 25% of our life lost after we take fatal damage. The skill prioritizes over reassembly, so this Dark ability will be consumed before our other second life. I already told you once already that this little thing down here will bring us back to half. But before this one gets consumed, our new one, Dark ability, will get consumed and bring us back to about 25%. And what we can do is manipulate that and use that to trigger the Cudgel's extra effects. And once we have those effects, we'll just get, you know, 20% less damage taken and a 20% extra damage amplifier on top. And for those not aware, anytime the game says amplify, it means a multiplier. So as a comparative difference, this is an increase effect. So this increased damage is a flat additive on our physical. So my physical attack right now over here is at 264%. So it's just getting added onto. When this says that we will gain, can't keep moving the mouse around, if we gain up to 120% when this is at maximum stacks, it's just 120 on top. But a 20% amplifier will multiply the final amount. So because of that, it's best to get increases in the beginning and then amplifiers later, or just have a lot of both to kind of get the most out of what you're trying to do. Amplifiers make damage go crazy. Increases make damage happen at all. It's an easy way to think about it. We're going to upgrade Shieldy Boy to Unique. At this point, we get our second ability, which we got Shield Bash. This will block the next attack and do damage back, and when the counterattack is successful, we get a bigger shield. Our Shield Smash is also giving us a bigger shield, so now we are very tanky and defensive. We want to come in here. Now, I'm going to try and manipulate it so that I can lose this extra life right before the shop. But you can kind of, you know, you don't have to do this. This whole manipulating extra life thingies is just me doing that. I expect you just to, you know, play the run out as normal. You don't have to go and do all this wild extra garbage that I'm getting into right now. That was a lot of extra all at once, my friend. That was a lot of extra at once. Stop it. I'm trying. There we go. And what we can do is activate Slime at the last second here. He's going to do all that. We swap out. Trying my damnedest. Ooh, that was close. To get rid of Mr. Big and Purple over here. My parry came in a fraction too late. But this is all still fine. I have to lose my life eventually anyway so that I can die when I get to the shop. But also so that I can get my 500 life loss to get my extra bonus health. I've always got an excuse, dude. I'm full of them. If there is an excuse to be made, then I will be the one to... I thought I had my cooldown back. Doesn't matter. If there's an excuse to be made, it was on purpose. I had to. I had to lose... Aha. I never see this room Little hop and a skip and a hoo-ha over here. And look, it's treasure, dude. It's treasure. The game is being nice to me. It's giving me the goods. Hop down here. Parry that. Slam that. Get our nice shield built up. Bam, 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 bam. Die. Now, as I said, I expect you guys to not be as reckless as me. I didn't die before the shot. I didn't look. I've goofed already. It doesn't matter. We can just do it at the next shot. It really doesn't matter. I preferably just want to have it activated before the sisters. Even then, I can just do it at the sisters as well. Nah, I don't really care about any of those. I could take the sword for some damage and get my second courage. But that's not totally necessary right now. I could lock in Antique at this point and get to 4 stacks of Antique using my Inscription Machine, which would be pretty good. I could also get that 2 Fortress. I want to have 4 Fortress preferably for Shield, but 4 Antique is still really good. Like, it's honestly, it's just as good. Now, what do we got over here? Thief isn't a good partner for me right now. Werewolf, I could take, but I don't really want to just yet. So I'm going to roll it down again. Now, you could dip into a little bit of cooldown stuff, like Mana Cycle or some Mana Tech, or just, you know, the raw increases, like Prayer of Grace, to help you get more spam out of your abilities. But you don't have to worry about it too much, really. Break this. And I kind of want to buy those bones. But Rejuvenating Root for that 2 Revenge, I said, dude, I wouldn't mind getting it, and I might take it. So every time we get hit, we recover 1 life. That's kind of inconsequential. This is a good thing for triggering other effects that only activate whenever you heal life. But the most important part is getting Revenge to 2. That's going to help improve our survivability by a ton. Now, we may not keep this long term. Revenge might be one of the inscriptions I lock in, but having it 2 means that on a cooldown of 3 seconds, mind you, whenever we get hit, as long as you hit the enemy back within 2 seconds, it recovers 75% of the damage they dealt to you. So basically, you can think of it as every 3 seconds, you will effectively gain a 75% damage negation. You'll only take 25% of damage, providing that you're hitting your opponents, you know? Oh, one of them got unlocked. I think that was our... Ooh, get hurt, son. I think that was our kill 100 enemies, right? Yeah! Damn, this normally gets unlocked well and truly by now. I feel like we've had some rooms where in the rooms there are just less enemies naturally. Blow it, I dare you. Yeah, that's right, get parried. Get parried, son. Now, if you're not a fan of parrying, you don't have to worry. The Shield Boy does have other abilities. You don't have to start, you know, going out of your way to time attacks and do all this fancy stuff. You can just run around mashing shield hits and you should be okay. Like, he's not a very complicated character. He's a very safe character and also very, you know, not very complicated. He's a very simple dude. And because of that... Ah, I swapped too late. No. I wanted so badly. I wanted so badly to escape that. Can't even jump that properly. This guy's a dick. I need to lose life anyway. Like I said, I need to lose this life. I'm playing too good at the moment, you know? Which is saying something. I'm getting bullied. He's just playing too damn good. Move through. No. No. You think I care, but I do not. Oh, get rid of this stuff. This stuff is just nonsensical, dude. I hate these little incense guys. Nope. Don't think so. Now, what kind of rooms we got up here? Luckily, there's a trap. Aha! We have our adventurer fight, so I do not, in fact, want to lose my life just yet. I could lose it at the very end of this. These guys do give a little bit of healing, but I'd rather do it before a shop so I can buy food. But, you know, it depends. There we go. No, I want you, ma'am. No. I want you, ma'am. No, don't care. See the healing I got back? I took like 17 damage and healed back like 13 of it. Something... It was close to that, wasn't it? And the revenge effect is already back off cooldown, so if I get hit again, I'll be okay. I did that too early. Doesn't matter. I heal back anyway. You can't stop me. I'm gonna have to swap into Little Skull at some point. There's so much. There's so much combat. There's so much combat for a simple 2 adventurer fight. Parry that, thank you. It doesn't help that my other ability is a parry, so I have to rely on my opponents doing something to really, like, make it work. Yeah, I see you. I get it. Oh, I thought it was gonna reach. close. But this is the way, dude. This is the way. You want your easy win? Play shield. And just be defensive. There we go. Is that enough life loss that I think we just unlocked? There we go. Stop that guy from doing his ultimate. No, I don't care. No, I don't care. I'll just hit you, dude. I can parry that on the way back. Of course, it doesn't hit him because he teleported away. Sir. Thank you. Give me... Ooh, Thieves? We have an empty slot, but we won't be keeping Thieves long term. It's a very strong item, though. Thieves is one of the best offensive items in the entire game. We won't keep it. Instead... we're just going to break the Bony Boy, get more bones, and by hopefully the end of the Sisters fight, we'll be getting Shieldy Boy to Legendary. Now, I have to keep an eye out. I'm going to start doing something a little bit silly. I'm going to start checking further into each room in advance to see when the shop is coming up, because you can always see the shop room's door, because I need to leave enough enemies or even just traps in the room. I need to leave enough stuff alive that I can get myself killed once before going in there. And as you can see, I'm being kind of reckless. If you do this and you're more safe than me, you'll have better results than me. But I'm going to get a little bit impatient with some of these fights because I've done them so many times. 1,200 hours of Skul later, and yeah, I've seen this a bit. But that doesn't mean I can't still show you how it's done and show you, you know, what boy is going to give you the most bang for your buck. Great Warlock, thank you. We've got over 100 bones now. We've got our Legendary locked in, but I do want to still have bonus bones left over. If we keep going after Skul rooms, we will go after and find either a new partner for him so that he has someone to help him fight, or even just more bones to unlock more on the bone pillars. Look at this lady. Look at her go. What a stellar individual. I'm just going to be really, really greedy here and just start doing some nonsense. There we go. Oh no. Oh no. He's attacking me. Now, before I kill these dudes. Shop? It is the shop. Okay, so I need to lose this. Wow. Thank you, Mystery. Okay, so luckily, we still have a spike trap over here. The only hard part is I'm gonna heal back 1 life for every bit of damage I take. Is this even worth... Nah, you know what? I'm just gonna do it at the Sisters fight. It doesn't matter. I'm not gonna... I could cut, but it's very disingenuous to try and imply that, yeah, I'm just gonna sit here for, like, forever and just take damage until I lose this life. But if I did... preferably die in this room while also killing the last enemy just afterwards. Come in here, buy food. The Golden Whip has shown up. The Golden Whip has revenge on it. It's also got treasure. This is actually a pretty genuine good replacement for the Rejuvenating Root. Having Mutant is pretty good for swapping between 2 skulls. It just increases the swap speed. But the Whip is 15% more gold gain, which is nice. We get 2 in treasure, which is very nice. And increased crit rate after we get hit, that's fine, you know. I'll do this for now, just to get that revenge and that treasure activated. There is a case to be made. Ooh, more treasure? I might take that. It's also got my antique on it. Ooh, yes, 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 yes. Don't mind if I do, sir. Don't mind if I do at all. In fact, yeah, let's do that. Now, what am I looking to get rid of? Probably the Kendo Stick. Kendo's not really doing anything for us right now. Everything else is kind of doing something. The Steel Daggers aren't doing that much, to be fair, but it's damage. May as well take it. Now, Antique is at 4. While we are at 70% or more life, we take 45% reduced life. It's just harder for the enemies to even start damaging us at the start of combat, which is very, very good. We also have 3 in treasure. I'm going to use my inscription machine to lock in 4 treasure. If you don't have these machines yet, don't worry. You can just play the game as normal. Because the game scales through difficulty, you will unlock these as you need them. So if it gives you these machines after you've beaten, like, I don't even know what level it is, 5, 6, 7, then you can start using them. And the reason is because the game's going to get harder and it wants you to have them. But then you can just go down and start using them on lower levels. It's fine. I would even suggest that Kabuma is a pretty good combo skull for shield, to be honest. I'm tempted to take him because he does synergize well with getting quick swaps. I might take him, to be honest. Even if I don't use him proper, it's a good replacement to have someone that I can break, because if I find, say, a common skull, I can take the common skull instead, and then we break Kabuma, and we get more... That was really fast. We get more bone fragments than if I just left him there. So, only problem now is I can't reliably just swap into Little Skull whenever I want and have him do damage for me, because Bomber, despite the fact that his ability spam isn't bad, he doesn't spam as well as Little Skull does. We want him to Kaboom, but in order to Kaboom, we're either going to have to upgrade him at least once to Unique and hopefully get Kaboom, or find an NPC that can re-roll his abilities for us. Either way, we should be able to get Kaboom on him. It's not unfeasible or you know, terribly bad luck. I'm going to slam it up right here while I run past all this mess. You better believe it, dude. Parry that. Die. Don't forget your chests. Don't do what Beelz does. And what does Beelz do? He forgets his chests. We don't care about that. Leave it. Things break automatically. That's the next thing to mention. Beelz, why do you leave all of your skulls and items on the ground? 99% of everything left on the ground when you leave a room will break automatically after you've left it. There's only like very, very particular rooms and very, very particular things where they don't break, but the average rooms with, you know, skulls and chests full of treasure and stuff like that, even items in the shops, if you walk out, they break on their own. You can always keep track of my bone and my money count, and you'll see that extra things get added. This also goes for if you've already unlocked the golden bars that you'll get out of treasure chests sometimes. You've probably seen it. The joke internally is that we call it the Korean gold, because back when the update first came out, they hadn't translated the actual name properly for the gold bars, and it showed up in Korean, so we called it Korean money. And I kind of missed the Korean money, to be honest. It was fun. But even those gold bars will break automatically when you leave. Things like this I break on its own when they come out, because it's right there, and why not? Oh, here we go. Chance for something good. Princess Box. It gives us more max life. A little bit of damage. Hidden Blade and Misfortune. Don't care as much about that. Solar Sword we could take and hopefully find one of its partners. But in doing that, the best thing to ditch is probably the Black Steel Dagger, and I don't really want to. Nah, I'm just going to move on. I will avoid those. I will avoid those willingly. I'm looking for more Fortress stuff. I'm actually quite impressed. Like, literally, I'm impressed that we have not found more Fortress. But what we have found is a lot of Antique, which is also just fine. Like, that's the compromise. If you don't find one, you can always find the other. No. Ow. I'm gonna slime because I don't think I'm gonna get my cooldown back in time. But remember, if you're doing this and you don't have slime, or you don't have, you know, the same exact setup, you just make do the best way that you have, you know? Don't stand in harm's way like I am. Actually, like, you know, run around and do the smart thing. You know, don't do what Beelz does. Do what I say, not what I do. That's fine. I'm okay with taking a bit of extra damage. I don't take as much damage as you would think, buddy boy, because I have revenge on my side. There we go. Boss fight time. Ooh, wait a minute. Minotaur is not a bad partner, but I'm still pretty gung-ho on having Kabuma. Now, if you're wondering, Beelz, why would you take Bomber? He's a magical-based skull, and Shield Boy is a physical-based one. It's purely for the quick swaps, because Kaboom will let me swap into Bomber, and then back out from Bomber back into Shield immediately, so I can activate and take advantage of Shield's extra bonus shield that he gets. Weird way of saying his absorption shield whenever he swaps in, as well as the natural 20 shield that I get whenever I swap. So if danger is about to hit me, I go Bomber, Kaboom, and then I'm safe. It's just nice to have, man. It's just nice. It just sounds sexy, doesn't it? And it is. Uh-huh. This one might be a new contender for longest fight of this run next to Yggdrasil right now. We might be in for a bit of a time. But that's okay. How are you? Are you well? I'm going to be asking that question a lot because this is going to take a minute. gonna swap to Bomber while they're doing their paired things. Might be able to get a cheeky... No! I was gonna say a kaboom. An earth-shattering kaboom, but no luck there. No, lady. Parry that. There we go. But I hope you're doing well. If you're one of the ones who's been waiting for this, one, I hate you because this run's going to take a while, but two, I don't really. This serves as a good example for players who are having a hard time. Yes, it will take a minute to beat your run, but you will beat it. That is the important part. This has like a 90% success rate, trust me. Almost everyone who's done this has succeeded, and if you don't succeed, just try again. Like, at that point, it comes down to, like, RNG. You probably just got very unlucky with... Lady? Yeah, you thought you were clever, didn't you? You probably just got some unlucky RNG and didn't find anything useful for your run, which, you know, it's a rogue. It's a roguelite. That's gonna happen. Sometimes. Everyone gets bad RNG. I swear to God, this lady is being such an annoying bastard. Please. Please, madam. There we go. You know what? I'm gonna do some kabooming. There we go. Damn. Yes, I'm dodging through that. Now, I've got to remember to actually die in this fight, too. Because I want to trigger the cudgel. That's the... I should have parried that, actually. There we go. I've got to remember to die. So, as well as we're doing defense-wise, right at the very, very, very end, before I lose the rest of my health, before she loses the rest of her health, I have to die. So what I should be doing is deliberately playing a lot more recklessly right now. Let's take some damage on purpose, even. Because it's going to take a hot minute for us to lose all this life otherwise. Hit me. Hit me. See, now you might be able to see if I just get hit on purpose. We're pretty tanky. Like, it takes a bit to kill us. Normally, if you're doing a hard mode 10 run and you're not tanky, a couple of hits and you're dead in this fight. Like, they hit really hard, dude. Don't get me wrong. They hit really hard. There we go. Yeah, I'll step into that. Why not? I just don't want to get... She's at full health. Hang on. I gotta be careful. I don't want to get too low that I then have to start, like, trying too hard to not die. We want to get low enough that we die just before she does. Now, for attacks like this, slime it up. Just slime it up. That's like the most annoying ultimate move that she has access to. And if you don't want to deal with it, just use slime, or you can avoid it if you've got the means, but I've got slime, so I'm gonna use my slime privilege, I'm afraid. I'm gonna get slimy with it. Yeah. Oh, look what she's doing. How annoying of you. No! Lady, please. I hate you. Oh, this is good. This is good. I parried and then had to swap into slime because the lingering hitbox of those lines is too much. There we go. Took a bit of heat there. But our shield is maintaining. Have you seen any good anime lately? Dude, this is taking so long. I need conversational topics. Have you been watching Frieden? The Journey of Frieden? I have. I like it. Frieden's fun. I think by the time you're seeing this, Jujutsu Kaisen's new season is over. It's fine. I'm gonna be one of those guys who's like really contrarian, or sounding at least, but I'm not. I like JJK, but sometimes I have a hard time just knowing who the hell is who. Like, characters are introduced and names are dropped, and it's like, who the hell was that again? But you know what that is? That's more a problem to deal with the fact that seasons of anime are, like, pretty spaced out, dude. And sometimes, I don't remember what happened in, like, Season 1. Season 1 was, like, what, 3-4 years ago for some of these shows? Like, I don't friggin' know, dude. You expect me to remember? I don't know who these people are. I barely remember the run I did the other day. I remember what happened in Season 1, like 4 years back. I had that issue with Vinland Saga, actually, because Vinland Saga took a while. And it's like, oh god, who are all these Viking dudes again? Thorfinn, yeah, yeah, he's fine. Where's Asalad? Yeah, I remember him. I don't know who the hell's that guy. You know? Stuff like that happens all the time. But I've been enjoying this season. I'm gonna say though, and this might be a bit of a niche thing, one that I've enjoyed a lot that's been going for 2 seasons now, it's just coming to the end of its 24 episode run. Dark Gathering. If you're a fan of spookies, like scary stuff, and it's not even that scary, like I say horror, it's not horror, like anime is never really scary. But this is pretty damn good. Like, I recommend Dark Gathering for you if you're out there looking for something fun to watch. The main character is so unhinged. I love it. She's unhinged personified. Right, I've got to lose this life. Because if I don't lose it now, I'm going to accidentally kill her. There. We lose the life. You hear the horn go off. And then we kill her. Now, the reason I choose to do it either before a shop, obviously for the food, or before at the very end of a boss fight, is the giant healing orb that we get. That's going to put us back up to at least half health. Yay! Almost half health. And I heard 2 of them go off. Was that all of them? Was that... I'm on the wrong thing. Yay! We lost enough life for the cudgel. We've killed enough enemies. We beat 3 bosses. That's what triggered as well. Because the sisters fight, fun fact, counts as 2 boss fights. Each sister is an individual boss. So Yiggs counts as 1. The sisters count as 2 additional ones. It's kind of weird. But for items like the Stone of the Air, that's very, very good. And don't ask me, I don't know why they count as 2. I'm not complaining, because now we have all of the effects active, so we also take less damage. So if I come over here, why, look at that. This number is usually 1. It's normally 1.0, because damage taken works as a multiplier, so it's now down to 0.54. We are taking effectively half damage at all times. And my life is lower than 70%, so we're not even benefiting from the antique. Once we start benefiting from antique, wonderful. If I can get Fortress to 4, we'll take 40% also reduced damage while a shield is active. And what does this guy do a lot of? Activate absorb barriers, that's right. So Ravenlord, Infantry Spear, Succubus, Proof of Fellowship. It's another antique item, but one that we don't want. And then, oh, what is this? The Dark Priest Robe. We gain a 30 life barrier every 30 seconds when the player's health is at 30 or below. Our crit rate also goes up while the barrier is on. This is okay. I would argue that this is a really good... This is my dog. A really good item in normal mode. When you start to get above, say, difficulty 6 and 7, 30 health is practically dead at that point. In normal mode, 30 health is fine. But in hard mode, especially above 6, 7, 8, 9, you know, around there, especially at 10, at 30 life, most enemies can probably do like 2 hits to you and you die. So this shield does help save you, but you mostly take this for the inscriptions. I'm not going to lie. This is mostly if you need revenge or relic, you take it for that. This has seen less use. Now, this does work really well if you pair it with the Knight's Determination item, because that will start making you take significantly less damage below 30% max life. It's just, this works better when paired with other effects, especially, but on its own, mostly a normal item. I don't see it that good anymore. Now, I am going to take the Ravenlord instead and destroy it to get that 15 boost to max life, because there are no other items that I especially find useful there, so we'll go with this instead. Now, by losing that life, we did activate all the cudgel effects, but we also lost the effect itself. But we can take it back if we want. Yeah, we can just come back and get it. Also, the Bone Shield is here. Now, I feel like it would be really a big miss to not take Bone Shield and show that off in a defensive run, but I'm not going to do it because I want to actually upgrade my boys. But this Bone Shield works superbly well if you're doing a run where you don't need a lot of bones. Let's say you've picked up a legendary or a unique and you very quickly got them upgraded and you don't really care about the bone pillars too much and you want to just collect bones. Collect bones, get the bone shield, and it will help absorb damage for you and you'll lose bones instead of losing life. It's very good. What we're going to take instead first is Super Baby. And I'm going to not max it just yet because 4 will take us below. Oh no, it'll be fine. We can get away with it for now. Yeah, let's do this. So Super Baby increases our max life by 30%. I do kind of want to come back and get last resistance, but if I can help it, I'm going to try and stick to the first row and a half of dark abilities to try and emphasize that this can be done from hard mode 0 onwards, because you won't have the latter half of these later. Like I said, the cudgel shenanigans with last resistance has nothing to do with a shield run. That's just how to manipulate that item to get better use out of it for long term. What I might end up doing is you could take reckless posture to get more defense out of it as well. You want to also probably take coziness. While a shield is active, your skill cooldown is increased and your crit rate goes up. There's also hard shell. When you walk into a room, you just start getting shielding. Now, I firmly believe that hard shell is actually pretty damn good because it got a buff in the most recent update when the final story and the DLC came out, and the shielding it provides is a lot stronger. But coziness is also really good. We're probably going to take this and maybe even Kingslayer just to speed up boss fights a little bit for now. I'll take hard shell. I almost never take this in my normal runs, but for a safety sake run, we're taking it. Now I'm up to 507 max life. We are getting Shield Boy set to Legendary. We have all of our effects activated. Pow. Amazing. Now I'm going to swap into Bomber, and we're going to upgrade him to Unique. I'm not going to worry about Legendary. We're just going to go to Unique, because this is going to give us extra chance to get Kaboom. We did not get Kaboom straight away, but now we have to keep an eye out for some reroll NPCs. Thankfully, what we did manage to get are 2 abilities that are pretty good for spam. Now, that guy fell down. Tough luck for him. That guy fell down. Tough luck for him. That guy probably didn't reach... No, he reached the bottom. Good. Crack this open. It's money! Wow, you shouldn't have. Ooh, that guy died. Freezer! You probably noticed there are some special enemies that aren't in your game just yet if you're not at higher levels of difficulty. Some of these enemies, like the Mecha Freezer looking dude right here, will only show up at later difficulties like DM, I want to say 4 or 5 onwards. Something like that. Yeah, dude. Fight me. As you can see, I'm kind of not worried about him. My shield is so active. It's just handy, man. No. That dude is down there not dying. Damn it. I was hoping he would be dying, but the thing isn't killing him fast enough, so we're going to jump down. Activate slime really quickly because I don't trust... Oh, did I take that damage for reals? It didn't quite last long enough. This is a nasty place to be in. If you can help not being down here, don't end up down here. Being down here sucks. I am doing this purely for the sake of trying to get the hell out of here faster, sooner than later. But yeah, don't get down here. If you get down here, be more safe than me. I'm being very risky because I'm cheeky that way. Bomber's abilities, because he can spam them, it also helps a lot with the Cudgel because, as you can see, it's activating earthquakes. Every time you use an ability, that yellow on the ground is an earthquake. So he activates an ability, he can spam, a lot of earthquakes. It's pretty good, pretty good. No, I want to move on. Explosions, damage, effects everywhere, big shieldies, big problems happening. That guy's slamming, he's being a dick. Die, we don't like him. Parry that guy, we don't like him. Big dude charging in, we don't care. We talk to old man, we pay life, get good skull. We lost 51 life, damn dude. I know I've got a lot of max life, but that was a bite and a half. Note to self, old mans can be a little bit of a scammer here and there. Just gonna leave those little mini bombs there because when I pop, they'll blow up and do a lot of damage. There. I do want to get to a shop still, though. Just to buy some more life back. Because I need to get to above 70% to start benefiting a lot from other stuff. Now, the Manatech Gravity Generator isn't bad in some cases, but I'm still not going to take it. I am determined to stick true to the intention of making this a priority defensive build run. So I'm going to need you to put the milkshakes down. Alright, he's not attacking just yet, so I'm just going to spam some things out at him. And then kaboom on him. There we go. Oh, I was going to parry him, but he died before I got to parry. What a run. What are the bets on how long it'll take? My bet is like 2 hours at least. Actually longer, because I'm talking about stuff. So, dude, this could be another 3-hour run. Please don't be another 3-hour run, please. Die. There we go. Use your secondary skull more if you need to. Ooh, legendary magic item. Don't want it though, but that's a lot of money for us at least. Because we are also earning more money in general. We are earning 15% more gold gain from all sources. So we are just benefiting a lot. Goblet's cute. That's cute. This is cute. There's a lot of cute things here. A lot of cute vibes. I'm going to break the bone pouch though. And of course, like I said, I'm going to come over here. Feed the kitty because I want to. And buy some healing real quick. Because all the healing in the shop is percentage based, you can get a lot of healing really quickly. Aha! We have some good stuff here. So we have the Ancient Incense Burner, which helps us with our Quintessence cooldown and our max life, and has Heritage on it, which on its own will get more cooldown for slime. This is a god tier item for this build. Now, we do want to get rid of a antique item. We have 4 antique already, and I have not locked in any antique, so we just have 4 of them. So we have this, we have this, we have this, and we have this. So, out of all of it, I don't want to lose this just yet because it has Revenge on it, and it has max life increase, which is pretty nice. It's not like 25 is okay, but it's still nice. This gives us a lot of damage. We need this to actually remain competitive in DPS. These 2 items are the only ones really contributing damage to us right now. We also have the Gold Incense Burner, which is giving life and max gold gain. I said 15% before, but it's actually 40%, which, yikes, that's a lot. And then we have the Colossus statue, which is giving us a bit of mystery and antique, and it's also pulling nearby enemies in when we attack. Out of all of these, I would probably get rid of the Colossus first, even though it's got more health on it. I could lock in Revenge, but I also want the Warrior's Pauldrons. Pauldrons have Fortress on them. They've also got Brawl, which is fine, but the Pauldrons are amazing. Every 20 seconds, we get a wall in front of us that blocks all damage. It just blocks everything, nullifies it all. It won't hit you, it won't hurt you, it won't do anything. We're placing the knives. And this is going to replace, because I really do want it, I might just replace the quartz and lock in Revenge on the machine. But I didn't want to because I wanted to get to like 3 Fortress and lock in Fortress in the machine. So I might replace the Colossus statue. Which, yeah, for some of you, replacing this is a worse option, but there's stuff broiling upstairs, alright? I've got ideas upstairs. I want to get 1 more of these. 1 more Fortress and lock Fortress in. If I have to replace Treasure with Fortress, I'll replace this, get that 3rd Fortress, and then lock that in instead of Treasure. If I have to, I'll do that instead. Because I'd rather have 4 Fortress and 4 Antique than have Treasure, because I'm not going to use Treasure's ultimate inscription at the end of the run. Instead, I will use probably Fortress, because I don't think I've actually had an excuse to use maxed out Fortress in a run so far, so we get to use it and see it. He didn't like that. Look at the shield I've built up so far, dude. An 85 shield? Not bad. And it only gets better from there. You can also use the... Is it Cyclops? I think Cyclops is the one that gives you a shield. There's one that you use it and... No, I'm just going to do this. Yeah, hit me all you want. I'm a slime. I'm a slime, buddy. Boom. Die. But there is a quintessence that gives you a shield. The big fist that hits you from the air. Big punchy that gives you a 20 shield. Also very good for Shieldy Boy if you can't find slime or... What was that other one? Slime or Ogre, which gives you a damage reduction field around you. Which is also very nice. That somehow didn't parry anything. Fine. These guys are mostly non-problem, so let's just do this. There we go. And then they emerge. Don't care, dude. I need some of the armors. We've got like Armor of Fear. We've got the Symbol of Toughness. There's a lot of shielding and armoring effects that we could have access to that we don't. All things considered, we do have the Cudgel, but for getting like actual Shield Boy based items, haven't been too lucky, but that's just a testament to how strong this is if you do find the fortressy items. I'm not going to worry about these. I'll sell... If you leave the items unselected, it will just choose one at random to sell. So if they're all the same quality item, if there's like 3 rares, 3 uniques, 3 legendaries, you can walk away if you don't want any of them and it will just sell one. They're all the same price. But if there's an omen option in the shop, omens sell for more than rares and more, I believe, than uniques. So if there's an omen there, you may want to manually sell that. You may want to do a manual sellage to get that out of the way. I want to kill... Oh, we got a reroller over here. Yay! I can probably get Kaboom finally, so I can actually get my shieldy stuff on deck that I've been waiting to get for ages now. Also, because I've got little slimy boy, I was doing this in the last run as well, but Slime's abilities, like I said, he activates... Bro, I don't care. I don't care. Because Slime's ability activates item effects, it's activating the Cudgel's Earthquakes. So much like how Bomber's spam is, at the same time, little Slimy's jumps are doing it too, like I said in the beginning. It's nice, right? Bruh, please. Okay, we're killing you first. He says, knowing full well he does no damage. Please. There we go, he's dead. The Kaboom came through. I'm almost greedy enough to want to just stop fighting him right now and go talk to the NPC, re-roll my stuff, and get what I want, what I really, really want. There, finally. Okay, now I need to swap back. No, hang on, we'll kill someone. No, I'm rolling now. NPC. Re-roll my moves, please. Kaboom! Kaboom is there. That's all we care about. The other move doesn't matter as much. And Frost Giant's Leather. No, thank you. Does have some weird synergy if you want to do a frozen shield run. If you took Frost Skull with shield, you could do that. No, get parried, kid. And then Kaboom! You see Kaboom right there? We actually got to do some damage. We got a quick activation of a shield. He thinks he's coming at me, but he's not. Now the real fun can begin. And the decision comes down to, do I want to make Bomber legendary to get... Why have we frozen here? What's going on? Okay, the entire screen froze, but I'm back. And thankfully enough of the stage loaded in that I just come back into this stage instead. But yeah, we did have a freeze. Everything is still good though. We're fine. We're okay. Fight's gonna start. I'm gonna come into Bomber at the beginning. And Kaboom. I'm gonna Kaboom with the best of them, with the rest of them, with all of them. And we're just gonna wait. And every time I have my abilities, I'm gonna use my abilities. Whenever I see that Kaboom is available, I'm gonna boom. I'm gonna try and parry. I'm gonna Kaboom. We're gonna do that. We're just gonna do that. That's it. That's all we do. And then we just hit dudes. Activate shields, hit dudes. Beat up people. She's activating her ulti, which I couldn't stop because, you know, less damage being done. But it doesn't matter because we're safe. I can even go slime and just you know, do slimy things because I can. Parry that. Swap out, get Kaboom going, get some shield activated. Do some of this. There. I'm just going to run around and wait. I'm actually going to do a manual bomb. And then, there we go, because now I can swap back in when I get the chance. And then Kaboom straight away. The shield is good. Got Warrior's Pauldrons activated. I am immune to your bullshit. I might get him to Legendary. I've got 100 Bone Fragments. I could just make him Legendary so I get faster access to Kaboom. But yeah, when I did my tier list and I put Shieldy Boy in S, he wasn't in S because of his damage output. He's in S because he doesn't friggin' die. He is the wall. If you're a fan of high defense builds, here he is. Here's your high defense wall. That only gets more wally from here. Still couldn't stop that. Not that it matters. I can even just slime and walk through it all. Slime's cooldown is so short thanks to that incense burner now that it's off. It's so short that it's already back. Yeah, thank you. And unless I'm mistaken, if I just get some potions out of this, we'll actually heal back more damage, more life than what we came in with. I think. We weren't this close to max when I came in, were we? Nah, it doesn't matter. We're at full health. There. Now, I'm gonna get more bone fragments because I don't care about that quint or that item. More bones. And you know what? I may as well just make him legendary. You don't need to, is the point. At this point, you could start taking these 100 bones and start investing them into the pillars. But if you don't have the pillars, you're gonna have excess bones anyway. So you may as well upgrade your second boy if you've got them. Or just start taking, you know, gold and item rooms probably to get your building going. But I'm going to do this and keep taking skull rooms because I am greedy. And we're also assuming that some of you are trying to get through like difficulty 8, 9, and 10, stuff like that. So you will have these. Yes, yes, yes. Kaboom regularly. If you've got access to mutant, then you will have access to faster kabooms. Do I have access to it? Do I have mutant on board right now? No, so this is just, damn, it just feels fast. I know we've got some, I think we've got like one of the drugs is doing that for us, but it just feels quick, right? No. Go away. Peace. Oh, I hate this guy, dude. I hate this guy. You're not doing it again. No. Oh my god. I hate it. Who is this kid? There. Perish. Thank you, slime. A little bit of clown action. Who cares? Boom, dude. No. No. You think I care? I do not. I do not. There we go. I have so much shield. Dude, look at all my shield. I've got... It's not being reduced at this point. And bear in mind, we haven't even finished getting all of our dark abilities set yet. We need to get coziness, finish maxing out hard shell, get Kingslayer so that the boss fights don't take as long. Although, you can take anything else. You could take Reckless Posture if you want to get even more defense. Reckless Posture also helps prevent damage intake, which is just, you know, nice to have. But it's not necessary, you know? You do it if you want to do it. The only one that I would say you should take is probably, like, Super Baby for more life. And if you're doing Shield, you may as well take Hard Shell, you know, or Coziness. They're fine. There's no reason not to. Yay! By the looks of it, no. See, if I'd taken that sword, we could have had the Omen sword right now, but Omen makes me take, like, 50% more damage and is kind of, you know, not what we want for this type of build. I will say very quickly, though, I figured it'd be worth mentioning. If you're doing these builds, GFUEL as a skull trades a little bit of survivability for more damage. So he's a very defensive-based skull as well, but he's defensive-based in the sense that he naturally takes less damage and can heal. Whereas Shield doesn't heal, he just blocks most of the damage. He's the blocker, you know. One is a regeneration, you know, face tanks the damage as a literal meat sponge. And then you've got Shield Boy that just... he doesn't like getting damaged at all. In the least. And my kabooming is going too quickly, so I'm kind of wasting it. Finally, that damn armor is gone. No. You can go back and touch spikes, dude. You can touch... I'm not going to tell you to not touch spikes. He put his armor back on. Thank you. Thank you, die. All of that, and I still didn't take any real damage. Look at this, dude. It's incredible, right? It's incredible what you can get away with this dude. Now, I see... you think. I do see the luxurious teacup. This one's kind of cute for shield if you don't have any other better antiques. This is a good antique stand-in because he does concentrate technically. I'm not doing it. I'm just doing basic hits. I'm doing like jump attacks. I'm doing basic hits. But you can, and probably should be holding the block if you really want to get into the proper defensive thing. That's because while concentrating, you nullify damage and you actually retaliate damage back to your foe. For me, though, I'm showcasing that shield is such a safe, borderline mindless skull to use that you can just do this. You can just run around and hit buttons and you should be fine. If you want to take it to the extra level and start concentrating and actually blocking attacks, do it. Please do it. You might go faster than what I'm going right now. But for the sake of showing, I'm going to prove to you that you don't need to worry about any of that at all. Glowstone is pretty cool. Gives us a barrier. Barriers are fun, but I don't need it. I would get rid of this for it, but I'm looking to get rid of that for a fortress item anyway. Please. I want something that's decent that's going to help me. Decent and help me. Wait. Technically, fortress, don't want it. Technically good, actually, Decayed Heart will help speed up our damage significantly. So we've got our double revenge items, except this is treasure, this is antique, and I can't afford to ditch either. But I do want this. Getting hit, we poison our targets. Poisoning a dude just by getting hit is great, because we are going to get tagged. The point is, Shield Skull will get hit, he just doesn't care. So if we could passively get some poison damage going, that'd be great. See, right now, the best I could do is I ditch the Discolored Dark Quartz, I take the Decayed Heart, and I lock in my Antique. But that will help speed up the build a little bit. I might do that. We'll lose a little bit of max life, but I don't care. I suddenly care. I need to sell this. We need that Antique. Thank you, sir. Okay, so we have Antique and Treasure still maxed out. The goal now is still to find one more Fortress item. I take it, I replace the Carland Insignia, I then lock in Fortress instead of Treasure, and we go from there. Isn't it a great deal of fun trying to get this stuff to all work together? Yes, you can cheese this room if you do that. It's cheeky, I recommend it, it's fun. No, you can die. Oh, that kaboom missed. I did it from too high. Now this son of a bitch is summoned. Too bad for him, I don't care. He takes so little damage before he gets weakened. Alright, sit down. When he sits down to take a rest, he takes more damage. This is where you're meant to hit him. There we go. Die. And I care so... Ah, oh, damn you. I was gonna say, I care so little, I'm gonna walk through it, but I've got to wait anyway. It's fine. How many cannons do you have, dude? You don't need that many cannons. I know what they say about bitches and cannons, but please. See how safe this is? The only reason I have to lose regular life at this stage is if I just get so incredibly lazy, I just stop caring and stop doing things and just sit there and get hit. That's the only way that's happening, dude. At this stage, I am incredibly comfy, incredibly safe, incredibly secure. Nothing gonna get me down. This is almost a try to die challenge. We are that strong. Thank you for dying. I'm not going to say that you should try and squeeze in some magical items to try and make Bomber a little bit better in this case, because we really don't need it, but... Yeah, no. Yeah, no. There we go. I'm going to get hit just to get poison going. Dash through that. I don't know how much damage that's going to do to me at this point. I should check and see, actually. How much damage negation do we have? 0.30. That is ridiculous. We are taking so little damage. We are taking so little damage. Alright. Back to 100 bone fragments. 118. That's a lot. We can start dumping into the maximum life increasing pillar. Because we have Super Baby, all of our life increases are technically enhanced because our max life goes up by 30%. So that's just going to mean that if we get, you know, 30, if we get 10 more life, we'll get 13. It helps. It just helps more for increasing our survivability. Because even if our opponents manage to breach our take less damage at high health position, they still have to worry about dealing with a fat health pool. Because we are chonkly. Carry that. All of this plus slime, which, to be honest, I guess I'll just waste slime occasionally and just use him here and there. Let's lose him now. There we go. We're doing the thing, dude. Oh, look, slime is back. We're doing the thing. Bomber, explosions. Parries, I didn't need to. Oh, dude, slime is back. Use him. Bomber, explosions. Do the thing. Do the parry. Bomber is back. Do the explosions. Then do the thing. Slime is back. Wow. You see how safe this is? Do you see what I mean? Now, yes, part of this is slime, but even if you didn't have slime, dude, like, I've been doing most of this without slime. I'm just using him now because I forgot all about him. Like, I actually forgot I had slime. I forgot I had slime. No, poor slime. Oh, I thought the poison was still active. I've got healing spheres down here that I don't need. Yeah, I'm just gonna do this and just bait until I can get my explosions to go off, dude. Hey, you wanna come and hit me from behind? Trigger my parry? No, I don't need it now. Then before he does this, we just activate slime. Do some cheeky bouncies. There we go. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Safest run. Safest run in all of Skul. You've never seen a boy more prepared than this. He's gloved up and loved up. He knows what he's doing. Can I get that on my head, please? Thank you. So I can parry it. Thank you. Oh, look, she's doing it again. I'll parry into this. I don't care. Cheeky explosion, cheeky slime. If I swap at the right time, my shield activates, and I don't even need to worry about the damage that's coming now. Do some of that, do some of that, do some... They have not breached my shield. She has not... Wait, I'm shieldless! I am shieldless. My shield has finally been brushed. Ah, too bad. Now I've got shield again. Too bad. Now I have shield again. Oh no. Too bad for you. Die. Need that Kingslayer, dude. Need that Kingslayer. So badly we need it. But it is safe. It's too safe. It's disgusting. Oh, look, it's the Heart of the Ascetic. Which we could abuse, but I'm not going to abuse it. But this is whatever. This helps for reaching maximum health thresholds and funny things like that, but I'm not going to use it because it doesn't really work with Antique that well. Yeah, there's no fortress items here. There's nothing I want. So, you know, I could make money. If I break and get some more money, that'll help me with re-rolling in the shop. I could just take this and get a little bit more bonus max life, but you know... Let's just break one of the things anyway, and we'll go with the money. I'd rather try and find my fortress item than get, like, you know, 13 more life. Alright, back in here. We have 8 to spend. We could go Reckless Posture, which, if we get hit more than once consecutively, we take significantly less. Incoming damage is decreased by up to 7%. Our damage then goes up by up to 20%. And it increases by 5 times for 3 seconds. So, our damage reduction will go up to 35%. Which is pretty damn sweet for 3 seconds after hit. So the first hit will still do relatively the same damage as what you expect, but then it gets negated a ton further. So if there's a lot of enemies that hit you multiple times, rapid fire attacks, stuff like that, it's good for tanking, basically. But I'm not going to worry about it because what I want is coziness, so that we get more cooldown for having shields active and more crit rate while having shields active. Speaking of which, let's do this, and then this. Pow. I said I was going to get Kingslayer, but I'd rather get the engine started first. The engine is kind of coming together. You can get these in any order. Like I said, if you didn't have to do what I did with the Cudgel, you wouldn't have needed to buy Last Resistance, so you'd already have 3 more, so you probably could have gotten Kingslayer right now anyway, or gotten it earlier. Pretend that you've got 3 more right now, and yeah, you've got it. But I wanted to get the Cudgel activated earlier, so I could have even more damage reduction effects. Now, all of our boys' stuff is done. Let's get some... I want to get damage, to be fair, but you know... I should get the damage. I should get the swap cooldown. Nah. Let's become thick. Bear in mind, I also got rid of the body item that gave me an extra bit of life. I'd probably be about 600 by now if I hadn't gotten rid of that. Not to mention, if you take Heart of the Ascetic, you just get, you know... Heart of the Ascetic doesn't work that way, but it's nice just to see the big number at the end of the screen. Oh no, it's Dickhead McDickhead. Yeah, go on, hit me. I don't care, dude. I did it! Look, I did the charged hold to block thing. I did it, dude. See? It works. It really works. I don't need to, though. I don't need to. That's the point. I don't need to. Hello! I'll take some more shield. Give me the bubbly. Ooh! The forbidden sippy. Thank you for the forbidden sippy. No, I'm just gonna slime. I don't use him enough. Use the slime. Thank you. In we go. I'm just gonna keep getting bone runes whenever I get a chance. Because, you know, bones, yippee. Explosions, even more yippee. We love explosions. Parries. Die! I hate this guy. He's got regeneration. He's got a fat shield on. I'm the shield guy. I just hit everything all at once. I'm gonna start turning into, you know, one of those spammer dudes who just hits buttons and doesn't know what he's doing. Just please. I don't care. Please. As if slime's gonna do anything. Die. Try me. I actually tried to parry that too. Damn, I was doing better when I wasn't thinking. Alright, the brain goes off again. The brain is going off again. He's dying! He is dying! Incredible. Yay! This is why your partner might be very important for your build. You can do, like, single shield. Or if you're gonna be, you know, cheeky and cheesy, like double shield or whatever, but please, love of God, do yourself a favor. Find a partner, preferably one that scales with physical. I mean, you can do bomber, but, I mean, I'm doing it because I want to be able to, like, cheesy get into shield quick and easy. Ah, here we go. Okay, we found some fortress. Is it ideal? No. But it is fortress nonetheless, so. Our dash attack damage goes up 80%. Whoa, that's huge. And we also get a chance to inflict bleed. Whoa, huge. No, we don't care. So we just do this. There we go. Replace that. Treasure is now at 3. Fortress at 3. Won't be for long because we'll lock in 4 treasure. And we'll make do with that. It doesn't really matter what the fortress item is at this point. I just want it. I need it. Just please, anything but you know, anything to get the new thing so that I get the new thing, you know? Haha! He fell for it. Ha! He fell for it again. Did you just hit me? I know you didn't make me just, like, feel pain. Oh, good, he's dying. Thank you, tentacle creature. Okay. Oh, look, it's Dick McHead again. No, I don't care. Dude, I stopped caring ages ago. Just die. I need that symbol of toughness or something. I need the ring! The ring! Okay, so the ring, like I said in the beginning, it's one of the strongest items in the game. In my opinion, the strongest item. But that's up for debate. Like, the cudgel is making a really good case for being an equal match. I just like the ring because it's a neutral item. It works for magic builds, it works for physical builds, it works for niche builds, it works for every build. Everyone wants this. And it has treasure on it, which is just one of the best inscriptions now. And one mutant is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. As opposed to the cudgel, which has mystery and courage. Those inscriptions are dead in the hands of a magic build or someone who doesn't care. But the effects on the item itself, insane. So, depends on who you are and what you want. But we do want the ring. The ring might be my replacement for the whip. But the whip has revenge, so it might be my replacement for the gold incense burner. Ah. Yeah, probably. I mean, I gain a little bit of max life, and I'd rather get rid of this to be fair, so I could benefit the most for max life, but I'm not going to worry about that now. We just pitch this. There we go. So my life gone up a little bit. We still managed to keep the treasure the way that it is, which is fine. If anything, what I should do is... I can't ditch that because I just realized I can't ditch that. I gotta ditch this. I need to keep my antique. I looked at it and I'm like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I almost made a terrible mistake. Fortress. Yay, it's all locked in. So I'm stuck with this for now. So, I don't want to be. I don't want to be, but for now I will be. But if I can find a better antique, I'll take that instead. Now I need the body. Now I need that body to come back to me. Man. It's a back and forth of funnies over here, right? It's just all fun and games over here. All fun and games over here. Right, we move forward. But now I have Fortress, so... 0.22% damage while having a shield active and being above 70%. I'm at 631 max life. We're popping off, dude. We're popping off. We're thick. We're strong. We're powerful. We are legendary. We're doing it. Touch me, I dare you. You fell for it, you goon. Try me. Explode. Try me. You fell for it, you goon. No. Perish. Perish! Try me. Please try me. Not to mention, even if they do manage to break through my shield, I have 2 revenge, so if I lose any amount of real life whatsoever, I can heal back 75% of whatever life I lose. We are so safe, it's just, it's absurd how safe we are. At this point, I would have to literally just give the hell up to lose. This is not bueno. Die. There, please. Get out of the way. Hello, sir. Could I interest you in exploding? Thank you. Break that. Give me some healing. I need it desperately. In here. No. No. No, I think not. No. No, I think not. He can fall off and die. He can fall off and die. You can fall off and die. Lovely. Sir. Sir. I'm gonna get hit on purpose just to poison him. Like, I don't... Touch me, please. Oh, thank you. The dark enemies, the quartz ones, are becoming... a real time sink for me, dude. Alright, we can grab that. And mind you, this is all with increased damage taken. I think I had like, what, 9 stacks? Something like that? When I came into that room. You just don't get hurt that badly, man. Hello. Yes, yes, yes. This is a good test because the hunter lady is annoying. Everyone hates her. Everyone hates her. But we don't have to care because we're Shield Boy and I can slam it out when I start losing my shield. Because she's being a butthead. Ah, not quick enough. Yeah, I can just slam this. Not that I really need to, but, you know, it's funny. Sorry, ma'am. It's a bit rude of me to do that, wasn't it? Oh, that's a long boy. Yeah, I'll do this. I should use the slime just to eat her stupid traps on the ground. The traps are one of the most annoying things. If you've played against this girl for more than 5 minutes, you know that the traps that she drops on the ground are just friggin' irritating, dude. Also, that's ultimate right there. If you can help it, have your slime or something ready for that. It doesn't really matter, like... Even if she does a smidge of damage to us, it's not consequential. Like, it doesn't do anything. She doesn't win. She can't win. Like, yeah, go on, do damage, lady, do damage. Hurt me. Yep. All of this, plus I could have found better items. Where is the goddamn thing when you... No, there we go. We screwed up her move. There, she's dead. I need that symbol of toughness or something, man. I want it. I want it. Even Armor of Fear is kind of cool. The beams is pretty okay, but no, I don't care. I think the build is mostly okay. I just want to ditch this for a better antique if I can find it. But other than that, we did lose. We lost our revenge. That's right. That's why I'm taking actual damage. I need to get revenge set up. Although I can't really, like, realistically speaking, the cudgel being here is like an empty space. It's kind of taking away from everything else. The ring you don't really need, but it's very helpful. It's good. Like, you don't... If I had different room, I probably would do things a bit differently in order to squeeze all these inscriptions on that I want. But, you know, it's fine. Give me some more damage, please. I think before the end I'll come in and do some more cooldown stuff too. There. The worst part is, I can guarantee you, I will still get comments saying, Beelz, you've screwed up tremendously. I cannot believe what an unfathomable dick shield you are. You have goofed, screwed up, and made error after error. You should have done this, this, and this, or this, this, and that, to make it even more powerful, or better, or just more, you know, goodly. And true, there is like 100 different ways to make this build stronger, better, faster. Depends on your RNG. The point is, even if you get like mediocre RNG, or you get like, you know, some really insane, powerful, good, you know, oh my god, this is, man, this is the best, I love it. If you get really good stuff, great. If you get kind of okay stuff, you can still do it. Like, that's the point. You can still race through this. Well, I shouldn't say race. You can, ooh, let's not get ahead of ourselves now. You can still, you know, casually go on a Sunday stroll through Carleon, and this will all work out just fine. Look at that. Extra damage taken by 10%. Oh no. Help, the statues are nerfing me. They're making me take more damage that I'm not taking. Ah, the growing volition. To be fair, yo, concentrating gives me a barrier. If I take damage to the barrier, I get a crit chance increase. So this would help out a lot for the concentration aspect of it. But I don't want to. I'd rather just have the extra life from the bloody gold incense, to be honest. I don't care. Which I know bothers at least 3 of you out there who are like, dude, you should have taken growing volition. That's a cool item. Yeah, it's fine, I guess. But as you can see, like, do I need to give a shit? No, not really. That's what I mean. There's so many things that you could do. You could do more, you know. Say less, champ. You do more stuff. Gauntlet is pretty cool. If I wanted to get that guaranteed, yeah, I should, you know, follow what I preach and deliberately break the omen because it sells for more. Legendaries, I think, still sell for more than omens, but, you know, anything up to, like, rare and unique, still sell the omen. If you just want the money, at least. Oh, no. Oh, no, it's a flying one. It's a flying one of these dickheads. Oh, no. And me on a skull that doesn't fight air opponents that well. There we go. Your secondary is going to help. Get the right secondary that will complement your build. There. Have I bled a dude yet? I feel like I could be bleeding guys at the same time. Have I made a dude bleed? Boom. Surprise, gotcha. Oh, the purple dudes. The purple dudes, they are wounding me. They are wounding me, dude. Hey, but at least we're not dying. Oh, we're not dying, but we're also... No, we're thriving. This is the honest day's work, you know? This is the real honest day. Oh, the guy upstairs got pissed. He's like, where the hell are you? He got tired of waiting. Is he alive? He is alive. I don't believe it. Good for him. Good for him. He survived. I'm on 10 stacks of this crap. My damage taken, still at 0.23. Doesn't even matter, dude. Oh, now you show up. You know, you could have helped me out earlier, but, you know, better late than never, because I can still build my bone piles up, I guess. It returned! The revenge! If you had, you know, Antique or Fortress or something on you, that would have been great, but you don't, so you don't help me that much. Sorry. Sorry. I was gonna buy food. I was gonna buy food just because I could, and because it would be, like, unnecessarily bad manners. Oh yeah, here we go. Take this, do this, do this. If you find like a common skull or a rare skull and there's something more worth your while over here, grab it, swap it out, trade it, and now, instead of selling an Ent for 5, we sell Predator for 23. It's just good value. Oh my god, thank you. The symbol of toughness. Taking hits while having an active barrier sends out a shockwave towards the attacker. The shockwave deals damage proportional to the life of the barrier. This is what we need. Because now every time we get hit while having a shield, we will do a retaliatory attack for some damage. I can replace this damn Thorny Pauldrons. I'm not getting rid of this. This is good. I'm not getting rid of this. It's good. What was the third one? Oh, yeah. Pauldrons, duh. What am I... Dude, I've been in this run for too long. I need out. I need out. Release me. Really? Oh, wait a minute. I see the clone stamp, please. If it had like double Antique or double Fortress or something like that, would have been funny. Double Treasure, you know? Although double Treasure wouldn't help me that much right now, but still. Oh well. We did it. We got the thing we wanted. More bone fragments. So now, all I have to do is just get hit, and I will poison dudes. I will do retaliatory damage to dudes. I can now fight and do a little bit more damage. As you can see, things actually die. And what I really need to do is find one of those goddamn fountains, go take a sip, and take off these insane... I dashed. These insane... Damn, he died midair. These stacks of bullshit all over me. There we go. Look, dude, look at the damage. I'm doing it. I'm doing deeps. I'm going deep, dude. I'm in the mix. I am the mix. Wow. Reaper coming along. Now, I need 150 bone fragments to max out one side, one of the actual pillars. And I have a little bit into the damage category already, so I know for a fact I need at least probably like 225, 230, something like that maybe, in total. So we're pretty close. Reaper just made this a lot more doable. Bro. You think I care, but I do not care. Like, you can't make me care more or less about you right now. It's just not on. Parry that. And like I said, you could still be doing the actual damn, you know, hold to block. Do it again. Hold to block. And it works, see? It works. It's just, I don't care because I want to just hit buttons. I want to hit buttons. 234, right. I'm either... Dude, look at the screen. Yeah, can we squeegee this off real quick? There we go. Oh, it's so much nicer, right? So much nicer. How long are we into this? An hour 13? Oh my god, it really is going to be like... I mean, we're at the end-ish. It's just a boss rush from here. It's like 4 boss fights back to back. It's okay. Maybe take 40 minutes. I'm trying to estimate. Dude, Dad, Dark Skull. Ugh. There's some problems here. No, go away. You rat. I mention it as much as I can every time I get the chance. If you're not aware, Break the statues in this fight if you want to. These guys hopping across the screen, they have a much higher than average chance. There's 2 for 2. They have a high chance per average to drop healing items. It's your best way to get some health back in this fight before the second phase if you've been tagged. Having said that, they are deliberately a little bit tricky to hit because they bounce very frequently. That's the trade-off. If you can break them, you get healing. If you don't break them, no healing for you. They don't always drop heals, but they have like a 70% chance. They're pretty high, dude. Pretty high chance. Really? I just didn't care. I didn't even... she was doing attack in the background. Who cares? Statue, bro. I want to kill the little dude on the ground. Oh my god, lady. Yep. Yep. This is a real fight. This is a man's fight right here. Just slugging it out. Minutes on end. Whole minutes, dude. This is what champions are made of. This is what real champions are made of. Yeah. Yeah. Now this is a Skul the Hero Slayer run, if I've ever seen one. Ow. I said ow as though I took damage. Hey, at least I'm bringing these pillars down close together. This is like the closest I've ever beaten these pillars next to each other, at least since, yeah, since the release of like hard mode. Normally I can blow one pillar up pretty quickly, but not today. It's not that run. Not today. At this point, I'm just activating the parry just to get, like, an earthquake to come out. I'm not even doing it for any other reason. But if I can land the parry, I get better shielding, so let's do that. Do I care? I guess I care a little bit. Let me just jump in here and do slime real quick. And then we'll... come stand over here, jump into that, and activate parry. It didn't work. She's gonna do bullshit. I swapped into bomber real quick, but I didn't want to. Yeah, alright. Ma'am. More of this. I'm just gonna start hitting my buttons, dude. At this point, I'm just doing slime and doing my stuff because I have nothing else to do. I'm just waiting for her to die. Like, she can't win. This whole fight has boiled down to wait for her to die. I can even stand in this casually. Oh look, she's doing her ulti. I could stand in a safe space, or I could just do this. Yep. 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 I've taken, what, 5 damage? Legitimately? 5 damage, dude. That's all you get. 5 damage. Oh, look, balls. I'm taking real damage. I took 4 damage, dude. Holy crap, I took damage. Wow. Amazing. I took real damage. Fight's over. I took 9 total damage. There. So... is anything here consequential to the build at all? Not that I want to really go mixing things up at the very end, but no. Answer is no. I'm going to break Balrog. Get a max life booster. Look how close we are to 700. If I had the other antique for the 35 max life, we're over 700 life. Now... I can't get this maxed out. Damn it. If I max this out now, my cooldown will get better, yes. But then I don't get the access of having Kingslayer because I'm 1 dark thing short. Act 1, I didn't... oh, man. Just mildly bad RNG on this. But then again, in your run, you won't do the last resistance thing. I wasted 3. Well, I shouldn't say wasted. I used 3 tactically to get a better advantage. I'm taking Kingslayer. We just want to get this maxed out. So I miss out on 25% cooldown speed and 30, an extra 10% crit. It really doesn't matter. Like that at that point, it's just nothing. I'd rather the boss fights just fall over, because between 2 phases for Dad, 2 phases for Skul, 3 phases for Alexander, I'd rather shave some percentages off, you know? I'd rather just get rid of some of it. Get the damage going, and I think we are just shy. I said 230. It was actually 6 fragments short. We're gonna wrap this up with 9 fragments left. I was too few. Yeah. But that's fine. This is for attack speed and cooldown stuff. It's fine. Getting that almost maxed out, plus getting Bomber and Shield all to Legendary, it's pretty good luck. We did pretty good on Bone Fragments, you know? Break these guys real quick. Grab some money just in case. Don't want to leave it all if we don't need to. And every chance I get, swap into Bomber Boy so I can move a bit quicker, because my god. She'll be fighting slow and moving slow. He's just slow. If I were to break this now, I might get the Mask, I might get the Bull, I might get the Whip, I might get the Pot of Greed, though. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I might do it, though. I might do it, to be fair. Yeah, the food doesn't matter. I might do it. Let's just get it. So everything else here kind of whack. It's the Whip, damn it. That is my revenge, though. I mean... It's my revenge, though. I want my revenge. I want revenge. Revenge is good. Revenge 2 is good, but you know what? I won't take it. Instead, we'll sell, we'll re-roll, and we'll find the Pot of Greed. Thank you. I'm actually grateful. Thank you. If you didn't want to waste money, I recommend breaking the Quintessence in the shop there instead, just to get a little bit more max life. But I'm okay. I don't need to get any more. So I'll just do this instead. And then race towards the end. That Joan fight took a little bit longer than I expected, so I'm actually kind of concerned that this run may in fact go over like 1 hour 50 in the in-game timer, which means well over 2 hours in real video time. Oh no. If you're here, if you made it this far, thank you. I've had people asking, when are we going to get the 3.5 hour long shield run? It's like, no, don't. To be fair, your shield runs, okay, if you made it this far, I'll tell you the real secret. You don't have to do this with shield. You could do like one thing, like just get Fortress to 4 or Antique to 4, and then do the rest some offense. Get some courage, get some arms, get some damage effects, get some rear blast, whatever you want to do. But I'm doing this as an all or nothing, absolute defense powerhouse. Even my Cudgel is mostly there for the defensive perks, right? The Hand of Glory, it's for Antique. Just to prove to you that you can do an all defense build and get away with murder. Yeah, go on, hit me. Hit me, daddy. You will do no damage. You will struggle. Now, it is important to note, as we learned in the creating the most powerful skull in the entire game Ent video, which yes, Ent is that insane, Dad cheats. It doesn't matter how much damage negation you get, because in the Ent video, we got that damage taken down to like 0.5 or 0.2. Yeah, I think it was 0.2 at its lowest. Like 0.02. And Dad will still hit for significant damage with some of his attacks, because he has armor piercing. He doesn't care about your defense stat. Now, it does help still to have defense, don't get me wrong. It's not that he doesn't care about any defense. It's just that you can't beat him by just invalidating all of his offense. You can no longer do, like, AFK Dad runs, which, fun fact, against Dad in normal mode, you can 100% do AFK Dad runs. You can AFK Dad in normal mode. It's pretty funny. You know, this is going pretty quick. This is fine. He grabbed me! Slam time. He's mad. He's like, but I grabbed him! And then he just suddenly turned into Flubber. Yes, I did. Should have swapped into Bomb a little bit earlier. Doesn't matter. I'm fine. I've yet to take significant amounts of any kind of damage. Phase 2 will be a little bit of a different story because I might take a few hits from some armor penetration moves and might lose a bit of health, but he has such a massive health bar to get through, and you heal back up to full after you beat Dark Dad anyway, so... He's got his work cut out for him, that's for sure. Yay, Kingslayer, thank you for sparing me a few more seconds. Alright. Dark Daddy time. Time to slay Daddy. I'm gonna kaboomer it. I'm gonna parry it. I'm gonna slam it. I'm gonna parry Daddy. And remember, because of what we've got, getting hit with our shield active isn't even that big of a deal. We want to get hit because we get the symbol of toughness to trigger and do damage anyway, so... If our shield just runs out without ever getting a chance to do anything, it's technically, like, I don't want to say a waste, but if you can get hit... Ooh. Try to be grabby, huh? Yeah, if you can get hit, go for it. I did that a little bit too late. I took actual damage. Bastard. Just activating my shield now. What you doing, Poppy? He's thinking about it. Damn, you got the double and you still missed? Sucks, dude. What might actually be really, like, inconvenient in this fight is the life suck. Because he'll do that more than once, and because I can't kill him fast enough, I can't, like, just make it go away and not happen. So... Gonna have to actually think about that and be careful. Same with the ball sack. The ball sack might just become quite an annoying little menace. It feels so bad for anyone who doesn't know anything about Skul and is just hearing me talk about ball sacks. Activate slime time for that, we don't care. Oh, you would put that right in the corner, wouldn't you? No! Look at the wiggle, dude! Think I care? Little slime wiggling away. I didn't even know slime could outrun the bloody suck. How did slime outrun the suck? No, seriously, how did slime outrun that suck? He's just built better. But... Aww. The placement of these spikes is sometimes very mean. My attack speed's gone up significantly, though, from all those bone pillars, dude. Look how nice it is now. Oh, that's a lot of stuff on the screen. Let's just slam it out. Ow! I'd already used my slam before you did that, dude. Rude. Can I expect another suck sometime soon? No. I can expect that, though. Oh. About time we got this. Spike placement was a bit mean, though. Slime it up. I think I slimed a little bit too early. No, it's okay. I slimed way early there. Ah, it's time for Daddy's ball sack to get in the way, huh? Now, I could just slime. Oh, you dick! He did the recapture thing again. Damn, I gotta time slime. It's been a long time since I've... No. Bastard. It has been a minute, evidently. since I've negated that by doing that, but I need to use slime at the very, very end of that big grab. No. Yeah, be mean. What? Oh, he tried to do it again. Cheeky lad. Nah, that's not gonna miss. No, he did it again. Aha, dodged through. My god. Yeah, let's do that. Don't do the grab just yet, though. Give me it. The suck is fine. Dude, the vacuum on the suck got so much worse. I kind of feel bad for him. Now, I'm not gonna use little El Slammo just yet, because I know... No, just do it now. Oh, it's the scatter. I thought it was the beam. There we go. I thought it was the beam. It was the scatter ball. I was looking at the ball sack. I saw the glow in the corner, and I'm like, nah. I could have waited, but it was fine. It worked out. Definitely put a little bit more offense into your secondary, more so than bomber. But this is a proof of concept, like I said. You'll come out of this relatively unscathed. And when I say relatively, I mean you could lose almost all of your life, but you will still endure. Like, don't get it twisted. You will. He got us half dead on one life bar, which is insane. And preferably, hopefully, you will find some of the other items that I missed in this run, and maybe make things a little bit more safe, so to speak. Now, the modified antique, we get up to 150% more damage based on our life. I believe this caps at 500 life. So we're well and truly above that. Our physical is only at 689. Or increase our damage for every 5 shield we have, going up to 200% maximum. Now, we do get hit. We do take damage. So our shield won't stay high enough. See, it's for every 5, so... I mean, we'll get a lot of benefit now. I don't think we're going to get more than this, but like I said, we're going to try a little bit of Fortress out nice and early. So we've gone up to 819. I do this, it goes up to 845. If I do this and it's at 80, we're at 897. So we can get more damage by doing fast swaps and tagging around back and forth, but... I'd still say, realistically, if you could do, like, treasure along with either Fortress or Antique, and split between the difference and get treasure going and get the blessing that gives you a 5 absorb barrier, I'd go as far as to say that might be more worth your while defensively and offensively. Treasure is just so good, dude. But it was asked for. This is the dumb all-or-nothing defensive build. Now, fun fact for you, little basic Skull is typically an easier boss fight to deal with for a defensive build than Dark Dad, because Dark Dad penetrates. Like I said, he has piercing effects. As far as I know, Little Skull has none of that, so he's just going to get bullied. That's the main... Dad, as far as I know, might be the hardest fight in this entire run. Which makes sense. I mean, it's Dad, but still. Dude, you're not cooperating. Thank you. Think I care, little guy? Look how safe this is, dude. It's disgusting. And if I had revenge, if I had my 2 stacks of goddamn revenge, dude, oh, I'd be popping off. I wouldn't be getting hurt or nothing, but of course I had to lose my revenge to keep all the big defensive nonsense. We've seen a lot of revenge in the last couple of runs anyway. Oh, but I was gonna parry you. Explode. Yeah. What's up? Get parried. Nice swing. Nice swing. Oh, he's pissed. Yeah? I feel bad. I feel bad for him. He can't do anything here. Yeah, I'll just go through like this. I don't care. There you go. I slammed before the final hit. He actually can't do anything about this. He does like 6... He's doing 2 damage, dude, with some of these hits. 3 from a swing? Damn. Like I said, Dad only got away with that because he cheeses. He's a cheesy lad. With his stupid armor penetration. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Did you just follow me? Creeper. Creepy little guy. Could have parried that on the return, actually. Oh well. It doesn't matter. Parry that. The speed increase from the bone pillars is helping out a lot, though, if you've noticed. Since we got it, it's helped out a lot more. Just in speeding up, like, the process. Now, you're close to... There we go, I was gonna say. Surely my, Let me see if I can get this... Ah, I was gonna get the reset on the bomb. My delay. Don't have to care, dude. Tried to parry it. Didn't really work out that well. Yeah, do that. We can go bomber for this. There we go. Then he swaps out. Then delay the explosion. Kaboom! And now we see if this guy can do any damage to us. Any real damage, that is. I don't count your phony baloney damage. Break my shield. Yeah, I can just kaboom and benefit immensely from that. This poor little dude, he can't do any real damage. I mean, I'm not either, but I don't need to. Fuck it, he'll die from attrition at this rate. I'll slime now, why not? I have it, let's use it. You can parry that, cool. I've never tried to parry that on purpose, but yeah, you can. Oh, he's doing his thing. Is he gonna jump at me? No, he's gonna charge at me. Slam time. Did you just double dip into a... You did. Dumbass. Oh, I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't... Sir? I don't like it. I don't like it. And again. And delay the boom. Delay the boom. Boom. Parry. This didn't work for you in the first phase. It won't work for you in the second. Parry. Go ahead. My god, what a nerd. What a little shitting head. Then we just gave up. No. Yeah, that's right. I don't know if I can parry that horn charge, because I think it would be very bad if I did. Now, the goal in doing that, if I parry successfully, I get more shields. So I want to parry every chance I get. I can parry this, for example. That's pretty nice. And again. I tell you what, it's not that it's a hard fight, but it is taking its sweet-ass friggin' time, dude. I want to go make a bowl of goddamn cereal, dude. I got a hankering for some Cheerios, please. Can I, can I get out of the fight? Can I just skip to the end and say I won? Can I not and say I did? Oh, this shit again, huh? Yeah, I can parry in there. The little bones that jump up always catch me. Slime time! You weren't ready, nerd! You goofy little shit! Explosions. Oh, he's delaying! That was a fat delay! I swapped, so I had shield. You lose. I slimed, so you lose. That was so cheap. I shielded, so you lose. I parried, so you lose. Now, you notice how my shield isn't really getting any higher than like 30 or 40? At the best of times? That's why I wasn't sure if Fortress would actually be that good for long-term shielding. I think it's mostly really good if you manage to get the Legendary Adventurer's upgrade, maybe. What if I just do this? Yeah? What if I just... what if I just stand still and casually slime? Now you need to actually come after me, dude. Come on. Charge at me. No, charge at me. Or do that. That works. Back to back? Cheeky lad. I've taken one single point of real damage in this entire fight. If this doesn't confirm for you that this works and is just so incredibly safe that it borders on dumb. It really does border on actual stupid. Then I don't know what will convince you, dude. I don't know if you can be convinced if you don't believe it yet. Come on. Really? He needs winding up. Let me just slime that real quick. I went all over the place. And the right direction was not one of those places. Yeah. We've done this routine a few times before, buddy. I was too early! Oh no, my shield will take damage now. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah? Oh, I was gonna parry that too, but he did the jump instead. My guy. Go ahead. Spear the slime. Shield he still does it? He still does shield destruction if he spears the slime? That's hilarious. He broke all my shield. Not that it matters, I guess, but still. Oh. Yay. Wow. You're so tricky, little dude. Oh, that's fine. Who do we get? You again. Dude, at this point. Dude, at this point. Just die. Okay. We took 1 point of damage. One point of damage. 1 point of damage. 1 point of damage. What am I taking? I don't really care. Amplify skill damage dealt to enemies for 1% for every 10 life lost. Ooh. Ooh, a 50% damage. Ooh. Ooh. That would be very easy to get with this build, but also very inconsequential because I'm not taking any damage. Help me! I'm applying poison. No. 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 What do I take? What's a good take for a build like this? I mean, I could take the stupid... Dude, it would be humorous, wouldn't it? It would be humorous. I will never take this unless I take it now, so I may as well take it now. Fun fact, though. Taking the humorous in a Heart of the Ascetic run might be kind of fun, just to reduce your max life down by default, so you'll always be at a certain threshold. Because it's based on... for every 10 life you've lost. So you've lost 15 stacks worth. So 15%. You just get 15% base damage. Just by having the Heart of the Ascetic, you get 15% amp damage. That's not bad. Kinda. You know, sorta. Depends on who you ask, you know. Sir? Could I ask terribly that you come down here and participate in the brawl? We have fighting to do. I could have parried that. My cooldowns are a lot faster than I give them credit for. Really? Really? Why? You're not balling. You will never be. Did I fall? No, I didn't. It's a lie. It's a lie. I didn't fall. I fell, didn't I? Yes, dude. I fell. I was trying to dodge out the way of meanie bullshit, and I landed in the ditch. Damn, he shot a lot of balls. What's up? This seems rude. Thanks. Oh my god. I'm gonna get cubed again, aren't I? Oh shit, I'm gonna get put in the time cube. No, is it space? What stone was it? Nah! Fuck. I mean, forgive me, but my memory when it comes to Marvel Infinite is I'm in the cube! Ah! The cube is shrinking. The cube has shrunk to such small amounts. I can still blow you up from here, dude. I've taken real damage, dude. I could just slime. Why am I not sliming? I could just slime this and say, nah. I mean, hell, we're seeing a lot more of this fight, though. This fight's a lot more cool and in-depth, right? If you don't just blow him up immediately, like you normally would, I guess. Stop existing over... Stop it! Stop it! You will never be dripping! Don't care. Don't care, old man. That funny little sound, that little dong. This makes me think of the beam in the next phase. If only I had my revenge, the damage I've taken wouldn't even be this high. I'd have so much more max life left. Ha! Get King slain, King slain. Yeah. Yeah, it makes so much more sense now. It's like they... Think of it this way. The Kingslayer effect is this, like, different dimensional, like, pulse that comes out and, like, attacks straight down into the target. And it's called Kingslayer. You just know the devs were planning on this from the very start when they put these in. We're gonna call it Kingslayer because they're gonna kill the King of Carlane. It'll be cool, right? Yeah. They knew what they were doing. Yeah, I'll parry that. I don't care. Think I care? I have taken real damage. Help me. I have taken real damage. No. This may end up being a little more time consuming than I gave it credit for. Oh dear. Don't want to touch those. No siree. Don't want to touch the Yu Yu Hakusho finger pistols reference. Don't worry, I hate me just as much as you hate me right now too, don't worry. The finger pistols reference! Ooh, finger pistols! No. Come on. Come on, Ampy. No. It's so funny having slime as like an anti-beam response. If you see me just activating my parry randomly, by the way, it's because I still get the earthquake, while also just wasting it because I'm not going to use it at the time. Hang on, if I and then there we go, and then that's the other one. I do that and then do, yeah, don't even matter. Yeah. Again? And in the middle this time? Wow. That was almost consequential. I was already there, dude. I was already doing it. This is actual pain. Say what you will, this is pain though. I am in agony. I don't care if my defense is fine. You did the double beam back to back? Rude, dude. Oh, the little thingies. I forgot the little thingies. Ooh, a natural dodge? Yeah, I'm a natural dodge. We're gonna see so much of this bloody phase. You have never seen so much of this goddamn phase in your life. No! Don't do it! I mean, I've taken damage. I've taken some. I've been hit. I've received harm. That accounts for something, right? Ow, don't. Yeah, that hurt me. Stupid gunshots so close to me right there. Parry the beams, dude. You know we gotta do it at least once and then immediately fuck up straight afterwards. It's a rule. Oh yeah. Shit. It's not bad, it's just... Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, it's taking so long. Oh my gosh. No, don't do it. Ow, I took 80 damage. You get hurt by being in the vicinity of that thing, man. I took 80 damn damage. I took 80 goddamn damage. Parry the beam. Immune the beam. Oh shit. Shield through the beam. Slime through the beam. Cause untold and irreparable damage. And I'm trying to keep an eye on what they're doing now. They're acting strange, man. I didn't get my parry. I parried. The beam was moving too slow, dude. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine, dude. Slime is ready. No, it's not. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. I thought it was okay. I'm like, oh, am I okay or am I okay? One hand down. Next hand to go. I should have spread between the two a bit more. I've got a lot of hand 2 to deal with now. Dude, I don't want to deal with hand number 2. Hand number 2 is stupid. Look how fast that beam is now. Look at all the fire on the ground. Hand 2 sucks. Yeah, take that. Yeah? Ah, oi, oi, oi. You can't drop on me like that. Oi. Buddy. Buddy. Now what? This again? There, my friend. Ooh, I was about to say this is helpful until it wasn't. Please. I took the 18, but I blocked the rest. The follow-up was going to be mean. Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. And now we just have to come on and slam and... Are you... Is he shooting the pulse out? It's happening... He is shooting the pulse out. It's just happening around the same time I'm doing my thing, so I'm not seeing... Aye! Bastard. The range on that is very wide. I don't care, dude. I will slime through it. It is inconsequential whether you think you have a chance in the matter. He did that really early, by the way. Is it just me? Like, I barely got to hurt his goddamn body before he started doing that shit. Like, why? Fine. Craving cereal. Want Cheerios. Can't leave. Old man will eat me. Oh, you're pulsing again. No. One off. Try for the cheeky parry. Slam it. Oh, I thought I was in Shield Boy. I was in... Yep. Slime got me all mixed up. Aha! Pulse this, you bitch! Please. Please, be gone. Be gone, old man, please. Please, old man. Please. Ah, thank you. I simply don't care anymore. It's such an extended fight without any actual damage. Don't do no damage. Do some damage. You'll thank yourself. Get 4 courage at least. Just get 4 courage. I don't care if it's Hope Slasher. I don't care if it's the basic sword. I don't care what it is. Just get Hope Slasher. Get courage. And get Hope Slasher. Get things. Boom! How did I not parry that? Oh, that was the place on me. I thought that was the other one. Yeah, I think he just tried to grab me there. I think that's the one I was thinking of. Where he grabs you, and he does the mean. Ugh. Actually, no, let's do this. There. Yeah? 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 You're saying a lot for an old guy who's about to die, you know that? He's doing the things! Jesus, dude, look how cool this looks. That is sick. This is the coolest fight we never get to see. Look! He's summoning demons. He's summoning greater hellspawn from the plane outside of our own. Yeah, do that. Go ahead. Was that real damage? Dude, old man might have, penetration. Shouldn't say that. Dude, old man might be penetrating. Carry that. Oh, this one? This one's cool. Like, fucking hell, dude. If you don't kill old man immediately, he goes off. Come on, then. Yeah, go on, grab me. Parry that. Yeah, yourself, die. Yay, he's dead. He's dead. And bear in mind, if I really wanted to, one of these dark abilities could have been the extra revive. We would have come back with 25% of our max health, which would still be a stupid amount of health to come back on, dude. We'd still come back with as much, like, we'd come back with more, because like at 600 life, half is 3, half is 150. We'd come back with more life than you start the game with if I took the extra life. And that's not even including if we managed to get like the legendary armor off of the paladin dude, the legendary circlet off of the kid that just stops you from dying. And the voodoo doll if you want to be a complete asshole. Oh my god. Yep. 1 hour and 46. There, I have shown you the overwhelming safety of the shield. With that in mind, if you are building shield for I want to get through the game and not struggle too much, please put some damage in the build. A little bit of courage goes a long way. Maybe 1 or 2 arms. You know, get... 1 does nothing. 2 or 4 arms. 4 arms is better than 2 arms. And so on and so forth. Don't really need to go 6 arms. 4 arms is enough, because you need enough room to make courage work. Or instead of arms, do courage. But defense, antique, or fortress. Preferably choose one. If you don't want to do courage, do treasure. And pick the thing at the end that gives you a bubble. Or pick the thing that gives you more damage. It doesn't really matter. The point is that shield... If shield can make that run work in an all-defense environment where he does no damage whatsoever... He can make damage builds work too. This is more of an illustration as to show you that even with the most whack build, shield can make anything work. And you can do the same thing with ghoul. Do ghoul as well, except most of my ghoul examples, I take more damage items and I do the correct thing. I just balance my defense and my offense on ghoul. So go check that one out if you want to see a ghoul run instead. But for the love of God, put some damage in your shield, otherwise you'll end up with a long run like this. You could shave half the time off of this run with a bit of courage. But with all of that said and done, I've got to get out of here. I hope you're happy. Alright? I hope you're happy. You finally got what you wanted. And I will see you all next time. Have a good one.